Imagine this. You've joined Elon Musk in the $1 trillion club, so wealthy that your net worth grows by millions before you even get out of bed. If you want, you can buy a private jet today, a private island tomorrow, and an entire company the day after that. Almost every door in the world is open to you. But there's a problem. From this moment on, your life is no longer entirely your own. You can't walk down the street the way you used to. You can't disappear for a spontaneous trip. And you can't always be sure who loves you for who you are and who loves you for what you have. Because $1 trillion can make you the richest person on earth, but not the freest. But before you can understand what $1 trillion does to your life, you need to understand what $1 trillion actually is. Because this is not billionaire money. It is a completely different scale. $1 million can buy a house. $1 billion can buy private jets, yachts, and mansions. But $1 trillion is so large that it almost stops behaving like money at all. If you spent $1 million every single day, it would still take you nearly 3,000 years to run out. That is the scale we are talking about. And the strange part is, your money would not just sit there. Even in relatively safe investments, it could grow by tens of millions of dollars every single day. While most people wake up and work for money, your money would wake up and work for itself. At that point, spending becomes harder than earning. You could buy luxury homes across the world, fund massive projects, collect priceless art, and order supercars without ever feeling it. That is why $1 trillion is hard to imagine. It is not just a big number. It is a number so large that it changes the way the world sees you. And once the world starts seeing you differently, your life starts changing too. At first, it looks like convenience, but very quickly, it becomes a new way of living. You stop owning just one home. You own several. A penthouse in New York, a beachfront estate in Malibu, a quiet villa in Italy, a mountain retreat in Switzerland. No matter where you want to be, there is already a place waiting for you. Seasons stop mattering. Weather stops mattering. You simply move to the version of life that feels best in that moment. Getting there is just as easy. Commercial airports disappear from your life. No lines, no delays, no crowded terminals. Instead, a private aviation fleet is always ready. Long-range jets for international travel, helicopters for short trips, crew members on standby whenever you need them. If you decide at breakfast that you want dinner in Paris, the trip is already being arranged before you finish your coffee. And then there is the yacht. Not just a boat, but a floating world built around you. Private suites, a cinema, a gym, a spa, world-class chefs, space for guests, space for silence, space for anything you might want. But property and transportation are only part of it. At this level, you do not just buy things. You build an entire system around your life. Private chefs handle your meals, drivers handle your routes, assistants manage your calendar, security teams monitor risk, medical experts track your health, personal trainers, travel coordinators, house managers, and technology teams all work together so your life runs smoothly. Eventually, dozens of people are working every day just to keep your world moving. And for a while, it feels incredible. Because with $1 trillion, you are not just buying luxury, you are designing your entire life from scratch. And when your wealth reaches that level, money stops being the real advantage. Access becomes the real luxury. Now you are no longer limited by what you can afford. You are limited only by what exists. Want to buy a company you have admired for years? You can acquire it. Want to influence an industry? A single move from you can shift markets. Want a seat at the table where the biggest decisions are made? It is already waiting. The world's most exclusive rooms suddenly open for you. Leaders want meetings. Founders want your attention. Event organizers want your name on the guest list. Not because of who you are alone, but because of what your presence represents. Power, resources, possibility, private dinners with world leaders, front row seats at major events, invitations to places the public never sees, conversations behind closed doors where billion-dollar decisions are made. For a while, that feels like the ultimate freedom. If there is somewhere you want to go, you go. If there is something you want to own, you buy it. If there is someone you want to meet, the meeting gets arranged. The world bends around you, and that is why the next problem catches you off guard. But that is exactly when the first crack appears. Because the more valuable your life becomes, the less normal it starts to feel. At first, it is just privacy. You stop moving through the world the way other people do. A simple walk through a bookstore is no longer simple. A public event becomes a security conversation. A last-minute trip becomes a planning problem. The more money you have, the more your life has to be checked, cleared, monitored, and approved. Then the real protection begins. Not just bodyguards, not just cameras. A full threat team starts watching for things most people never even think about. Fake accounts, voice clones, deepfake videos, impersonation scams, people trying to use your face, your name, and your voice for something you never said. One morning, someone shows you a video of yourself making a statement you never made, The voice sounds right, the face looks right, the timing is perfect, but the whole thing is fake. And suddenly, your team is not just protecting your money anymore. They are protecting your identity. At the same time, every decision gets heavier. You want to move fast, but you cannot move alone. Advisors have opinions, lawyers have warnings, security has concerns, finance has reports, PR has strategy. Everyone wants a say in what you do next. So even though your life is more comfortable than ever, it is also more controlled than ever. That is the first crack. More comfort, less freedom. And once that first crack appears, something else starts happening around you. People change. Not always in an obvious way. At first, it feels harmless. People smile a little more. They answer your calls a little faster. Invitations become more frequent. Strangers suddenly seem more interested in your opinions, your plans, your time. It feels flattering until you notice the pattern. Every conversation starts to carry weight. Every interaction feels slightly different. A casual lunch turns into a pitch. A friendly introduction turns into a request. A simple meeting turns into a business opportunity. And the requests never stop. Founders want funding. Entrepreneurs want partnerships. Charities want donations. Organizations want support. Everyone has a cause, a dream, a project, a reason why you should say yes. At first, you try to help. After all, you have more money than anyone could reasonably spend. But the more you give, the more people expect. And the more public your wealth becomes, the more your name turns into a target for opportunity. That is when the strange part begins. People are no longer just talking to you. They are talking to what you can do for them. Your influence, your resources, your access, your ability to open doors. You start wondering whether the compliments are real, whether the invitations are genuine, whether the kindness is about you or about the life around you. And once that thought enters your head, it changes everything. Because now every new relationship comes with a quiet question behind it. Would they still be here if the money disappeared? And the worst part is, you will never know for sure. That is how the world changes around you. Not all at once, slowly, until you realize that people do not always see you first. They see your power, and power attracts attention. Unfortunately, it also attracts something else: targets. Because once your wealth reaches a certain level, the attention stops being harmless. It starts becoming pressure. At first, it looks official. Letters from law firms, questions from regulators, requests from tax authorities, meetings with government officials. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just constant scrutiny. The bigger your wealth becomes, the more people want to know where it goes, how it moves, and who it influences. Every decision gets examined. Every investment gets questioned. Every public statement gets picked apart. If you give, people ask why not more. If you stay silent, people ask why you are hiding. If you speak, your words get analyzed. If you do nothing, that becomes a problem too. And then comes the internet. One day, your team shows you a video that is spreading fast. It sounds like you, it looks like you, it even feels like you, but you never said any of it. It is a deep fake, built to damage your name before most people even realize it is fake. By the time the correction arrives, the accusation has already traveled further. That is when the real danger becomes clear. You are not just protecting money anymore. You are protecting reputation, identity, trust. And then there are the people who understand that pressure can be used. Anonymous messages, threats, extortion attempts, demands to stay quiet, demands to pay, demands to respond. Most of it is noise, but every threat has to be taken seriously. Because at this scale, even a small attack can become a big problem fast. That is the burden of extreme wealth. The higher you climb, the more visible you become. And visibility always comes with a price. But eventually you realize the biggest costs aren't legal. They aren't financial, they're personal. Because after everything you've gained, you begin discovering the things money cannot buy. The first is honesty. When you're worth $1 trillion, very few people are comfortable telling you that you're wrong. Employees become careful. Advisors choose their words. Even friends hesitate before disagreeing with you, not because they're bad people, but because your approval suddenly carries value. And over time, honest feedback becomes surprisingly rare. Then comes trust. Making new connections is easy. Knowing which ones are genuine is not. Every invitation, every compliment, every new friendship comes with the same question in the back of your mind. Would this person still be here if I had nothing? The problem is, you'll never know for certain. Money can buy attention. It cannot buy certainty. And perhaps the hardest part involves your family. Imagine your child growing up with unlimited opportunities, the best schools, the best teachers, the best experiences money can provide. Yet everywhere they go, they are known as the trillionaire's kid before they are known as themselves. themselves. You can buy them comfort, you can buy them security, but you cannot buy them a normal childhood. And then there is something even simpler, an ordinary life, the ability to go somewhere unnoticed, to enjoy a quiet moment without attention, to be just another person in the crowd. Those experiences cost nothing, yet they become some of the hardest things to get back. Because in the end, the most valuable things in life were never for sale in the first place. Eventually, the biggest question is no longer how much money you have, it's who you are without it. At first, that sounds like an easy question to answer. You're still the same person. You still have the same memories, the same goals, the same personality, but the longer you live as a trillionaire, the harder that answer becomes, because your wealth slowly becomes your identity. People introduce you differently, talk about you differently, think about you differently. Before they know anything else about you, they know the number attached to your name. And that creates a problem money cannot solve. You stop wondering whether people know who you are. You start wondering whether they ever did. Do they like you, or do they like the world that comes with you? The access, the influence, the opportunities, the lifestyle. There is no way to know for sure. And then another thought appears. What if you wanted out? What if one day you decided you were done with the attention, the pressure, and the responsibility? Could you go back to being normal? Could you walk away from all of it? The answer is probably not. Because $1 trillion is no longer just your money. It is tied to businesses, employees, investments, and entire systems that now depend on your existence. That is the hidden cost of having everything. You can buy almost anything in the world, but you cannot buy your old life back. And sometimes, despite having everything, your life no longer feels completely your own. And maybe that's when it finally hits you. Not during a $1 billion deal, not on a private jet, not on a yacht in the middle of the ocean, but in one of those rare quiet moments when everything slows down. You look around and realize that you have almost everything money can buy. The homes, the companies, the influence, the access, the luxury. But somewhere along the way, you lost something you thought all that money would give you. Freedom. Because in the end, $1 trillion can make you the richest person on earth, but not the freest.